Certainly a chaotic showdown with police right in front of one of the world's best-known landmarks.
And we just got an interview with a woman from Sterling Heights who saw violence as it happened on the streets of New York. We'll have her interview for you in a moment.
But first of all, the details. Police say Jeffrey Johnson, a former clothing designer, returned to Hazan Imports where he was laid off a year ago. He apparently went to the Empire State Building bent on revenge. He shot and killed Stephen Ercolino, a company vice president.
Then Johnson ran down Fifth Avenue where police chased him, but when he pulled his gun, officers shot him dead. At least 9 people were hurt when they got caught in the crossfire.
The terrifying moments that unfolded in front of the Empire State Building are hitting home for a family here in Sterling Heights.
A local woman who moved to the Big Apple 4 years ago after being laid off witnessed the shooting and watched as people fell to the ground. Carolyn Clifford is here now. She spoke with the woman.
Yeah, I spoke to her just moments ago. She was really close to all of that danger. Jessica Kreider works right across the street from the Empire State Building. Hundreds of tourists stop right in front of her building daily to take pictures. Now this morning, right before 9, while walking in the bustling foot traffic of New York, you know how busy it is right there on the streets, Jessica looked up from her phone and heard rapid-fire noises of gunfire, like pow, 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 pow. People were falling within feet of her. She had to make a really quick decision to run inside her building. Now, once inside and safe, the first voice she wanted to hear was her dad's here at home in Sterling Heights.
I called my father as soon as I got into the building and went up to got through all those minutes, and I called him, and that's probably when the shock my adrenaline started to rush, and I was like, my dad, I was just feet away from getting shot. And, he said, we're okay, calm me down, and he looked at the news, and we've just been in contact since.
Jessica got quite emotional when she was talking to me on the phone, as you might imagine. She realizes just how close she was to getting shot. Still, though, she says she feels safe in New York. She travels alone, a little bit of everywhere, and she said this won't stop her.
You know, we hear so much of these things happening, like the theater shooting or the Virginia Tech shooting, things like that. So I think your mind just suddenly jumps to, I don't think there's any question anymore when this kind of thing happens that something bad is really happening.
I mean, she heard the shots literally and saw people falling in front of her, and she said she wanted to run that way. Her building was right there, and she made a mad dash, and she grabbed people who work with her, ran inside, they shut the door, and she said she ran upstairs, and she really wanted to go home just to let family know she was safe.
And then you start thinking of 9/11. You start, are we under attack? You think so many things.
Yeah, frightening.
All right, thank you, Carolyn. Thank you. And we have some more details on the shooting. The gunshot so close to New York's top tourist attraction initially caused fears of terrorism. But federal investigators say that wasn't the case. And the guard at the skyscraper said the shooting did not involve an area of the building where tourists typically gather.